Hi YouTube, welcome back to Erin with a Hobby. Today's hobby is books and I'll be doing a pretty popular video, and that is my bookshelf tour. So before we get into the video, I'm just going to go a bit over how I organize my books and all that. I won't specifically say what my shelves are because I don't remember, because I've got a floating shelf that I use. I have a white shelf which I'm pretty sure I got from Kmart, which is too wide, and then I have that one back there, but I won't actually be going over that one because that's how I store my stuff. So I split my books between what I've read and what I haven't read. So the books I'm just going to be going over today are the books that I have read. So those shelves there, which are double stacked, and then the first few on that brown one on that side, are the books that I have read, as well as I've got trolleys and stacks over on this side, which you can sort of see. So yeah, and then I have the other shelf that I have is a brown one, which is a bit of a 5 cube thing, and then I have the brown one over there, which I've had since I can remember. I have no idea where we got them from. But yeah, I organize mine. First I split between my manga. My manga goes first because I tend not to buy as much of that at the moment. I just buy novels. So they go first, and then it goes alphabetically by author's last name. Now, the only reason I would go out of that order is if I need to put a skinny book to go in the space, because my shelves don't go like the big long ones, which I would love to get eventually. They're just small cubes, so I can only fit so many in the cube. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on into my books. So starting up with this one, I've got, this is my top manga shelf. And so I actually here have, this is the Cirque du Soleil Curious souvenir program, which I got. So I've got a few different programs. This one here is the Aladdin Broadway musical one. This one is Outback Spectacular Heartland program. And then I also have my yearbooks from 2012 to 2016, which I graduated. What's this skinny thing? This is the Wicked musical from the Playhouse Theatre here in Bundaberg. So I got to go see that, which was awesome. And then I also have here my only illustrations book, which is the D. Grey Man one. I'm hoping to get more and add to it. Next, I have 3 different journals which are full, which I love. I also have up here Shades of Purple, a Lance fanfic, which is Lance and Keith from Voltron, which I really do enjoy. And now on to the books. I have Viz Manga Sampler 2019, which I was given I think from the 2019 Supernova. Next, I have House of L, Book 1, The Shadow Threat. Then I have the completed series of 07 Ghost, Volumes 1 through 17. I have Attack on Titan, Volume 1. I have Blackbird, Volume 1 to 6. I also have Volume 7, but it's waiting to be done in another video. I have Blue Exorcist, Volumes 1 to 3. I have Demon Slayer, Volumes 1 to 5. Given, 1 to 5. One Punch Man, Volume 1 and 2, Prince Freya, Volumes 1 to 4, and Murashima's Heroes, which is a one-shot. Moving down, this is the second of 3-ish manga shelves. So I have the limited edition Pandora Hearts box set editions. So that's the omnibus versions, which is Volumes 1 through 12. I have Phantom Dream, Volume 1 to 5, which is complete. I have Radiant 1 to 4. Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles 1 and 2. Fairy Tail Zero, which is a one-shot as well. And also Not Your Idol 1 and 2, which I really want there to be more of this one because I so enjoyed it, and it ends on a way there should be more. So I'm hoping that there's more to this. Okay, down, this is sort of the last one, and it extends over to that one because there's not enough room. But I have the Silent Voice box set, which includes volumes 1 to 7, and also came with a notebook and I think a poster. Next to that I have Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc of I, volumes 1 to 7, and I have Yona of the Dawn, volumes 1 to 3. And on this shelf I have a few other novels, so we'll go into them. The Adventure Bible New International Version, which was my first Bible. That's why it's currently sitting in there, because that's not the one I read, so I just have it there. Chicken Soup for Christian Women's Soul, Stories to Open the Heart and Rekindle the Spirit. Written by this massive list of authors here. If you want to pause and find out what all those authors' names are, go ahead. Doctor Who, 12 Doctors, 12 Stories, by all these authors, which I didn't realise some of them are actually quite popular, which includes Holly Black, Philip Reeve, and Neil Gaiman. And Because You Love to Hate Me, 13 Tales of Villainy, by 13 different authors. The Ishburn Conspiracy by Angela Carina and Randy Alcorn. That's Angela Carina and Randy Alcorn. There's 3 authors for this one. Twilight by Azir Abidi. Sage's Eyes by Virginia Andrews. And finally on this shelf is The Reliquary Ring by Kerith Baldry. Moving across, these are the books on this shelf here. We've got Doctor Who, The Wheel of Ice by Stephen Baxter. As Old as Time, A Twisted Tale. Once Upon a Dream, also a twisted tale. A Whole New World, Part of Your World, and Straight On Till Morning. All of these are twisted tales by Liz Braswell. Fight Like a Girl, The Power of Being a Woman, Lisa Bevere. The Arabian Nights, translated by Sir Richard Burton. Let It Go, A Twisted Tale. Mirror Mirror, and Go the Distance, all 3 twisted tales by Jen Colinta. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, Lewis Carroll. This is World Cloud Classic Edition. Dry Spell by Claire Chambers. Atalantia by Ali Condi. The Wolf Princess by Catherine Constable. I'm not going to pull these ones out because everyone knows these ones, but I've got The Ballad of Songbirds and Sakes, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay, all by Susan Collins. We have House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. Then we have The Isle of the Lost, Return to the Isle of the Lost, and Rise of the Isle of the Lost, all by Melissa De La Cruz. I also have the 4th of that series, which is Escape from the Isle of the Lost by Melissa De La Cruz again. Then I have a slightly younger series, but that is Scatterbundle, Clearheart, and Flitterwig by Edry Cullen. Then I have The Language of Flowers, Anyone Can Grow Into Something Beautiful by Vanessa Diffenberg. Sorry if I mispronounced that one. All Our Shimmering Skies by Trent Dalton. And I'm not pulling these ones out again because they're pretty popular, but I have The Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials, The Death Cure, The Kill Order, and The Fever Code, all by James Dashner. And last on that shelf is Loneliness by Elizabeth Elliot. Next is Winter Siege by Ariana Franklin and Samantha Norman. Next is Spellbound, Steadfast, and Sorceress, all by Claudia Gray. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Then I have The Tower of Ravens, The Shining City, and The Heart of Stars, all by Kate Forsyth. And to end off that shelf is Everything for a Dog by Anne M. Martin. Then I have Rogue One, A Star Wars Story by Alexandra Freed. Blown Away by Joanne Hyatt Harlow. Sorry if I've mispronounced any of that name. Out of the Dust by Karen Hesse. And I have the 2 bind-ups for Amanda Hocking's world set in the Trial world. So, and this one is Switch, Torn, Ascend, which is the complete Trial trilogy, and in the Kanan Complete Chronicles is Frostfire. I'm just going to check because I can't remember. Is there longer titles? But Frostfire, Ice Kissed, and Crystal Kingdom. And then I have Assassin's Apprentice, Royal Assassin, and Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. And with some more Robin Hobb, I have Ship of Magic, The Mad Ship, and Ship of Destiny. And to finish off the Robin Hobb section is The Willful Princess and the Pliable Prince. And then I have The Sisterhood by Bobby Houston. And then I have the first 2 books of Elf Realm series by Daniel Kirk, The Low Road and The High Road on this shelf. And to start off the next shelf, I have the last book in that series, The Road's End, also by Daniel Kirk. The Goldsmith's Daughter by Tanya Landman. Then I have Demon Road, Desolation, and American Monsters by Derek Landy. And to end off this shelf, I have the first 3 books of the Talon Saga by Julie Kagawa, which includes Talon, Rogue, and Soldier. And for the next shelf, we have the last 2 books in that series, with Legion and Inferno. Then I have a complete bind-up of the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis with there's a few names, I think there's all 7 books. With The Magician's Nephew, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Horse and His Boy, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, and The Last Battle. Then I have Reflection, and so this is Love, Both a Twisted Tale by Elizabeth Lim. Then I have The Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky, The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, all by Mackenzie Lee. And the final book of this shelf is The Deep End of the Ocean by Jacqueline Mitchell. This is going to be awkward to film because it's on the floor. But first up, I have the empty box for the box set of A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. This is empty because, as I stated, this is just my read books and I haven't read this series yet. The first book is Doctor Who Engines of War by George Mann. Here Lies Arthur by Philip Reeve. Whoops. Catwoman Soul Stealer by Sarah J. Maas. And then the novella First Throne of Glass, Assassin's Blade, and Throne of Glass, the first book in the series, both by Sarah J. Maas. And then all of these goes in that shelf, but I have Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storm, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash, the final books in the Throne of Glass series, all by Sarah J. Maas. And the last book on that shelf is A Love for Life, Jane and Glenna McGrath. Then I have Valentine, Misrule, and Iron Heart, all by Jodie McAllister. Listening to Country by Ross Moriarty, which was a book for uni. Hitler's Angel by by William Osborne. Sorry, Bear Grylls made a quote on that. Wrong spot. Then I have Delirium, Pandemonium, Requiem, and Delirium Stories, Hannah, Annabelle, Raven, and Alex, all by Lauren Oliver. Wonder and Augie and Me, 3 Wonder Stories, both by R.J. Palacio. And the last book on this shelf is Tripping to Somewhere by Christopher Rees. Now up on this one, this is the empty box set for Eragon and Eldest, books 1 and 2 by Christopher Paolini. I haven't read the series yet. Again, more read, so this is empty. Next to it though, I have the first box set for the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series with Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth, and Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, all by Rick Riordan. And the last 2 books up on this top shelf are the first 2 Heroes of Olympus books with Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero, and Heroes of Olympus, The Son of Neptune. Then I have the last 3 books of Heroes of Olympus, The Mark of Athena, House of Hades, and The Blood of Olympus, all by Rick Riordan. Actually, most of this shelf is all Rick Riordan, so I'm just going to stop saying it. Then we have the Magnus Chase books with Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer, Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor, and Magnus Chase and the Ship of the Dead. And his newest series, The Trials of Apollo, Hidden Oracle, The Dark Prophecy, The Burning Maze, The Tyrant's Tomb, and The Tower of Nero. And lastly, on this side of the room is Del Toro Quest, The Bind Up, Book 1 by Emily Rodda. And now over on this side, which not many books left, but we have Del Toro Quest's Bind Ups, Book 2 and 3, both by Emily Rodda. And on this top one, we have Carve the Mark and The Fates Divide, both by Veronica Roth. Now, I'm not pulling any of these books out because everyone knows these titles and covers, so I'm just leaving them. But we have 4 Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant, all by Veronica Roth. And then the Harry Potter series, The Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, and The Half-Blood Prince, and The Deathly Hallows. And this is the only double-stacked one for the entire red section. It's just I have run out of room, so I have to double-stack this one. The first one is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and 2 by J.K. Rowling. The Reluctant Psychic by Susan Saxman. This is a little old collector book thing, ABC of Dancing by Edward Scott. This one doesn't actually have a cover because it's a really old book, but it is Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. Hunted by Megan Spooner, Heidi by Joanna Spry, and the next 6 books are all by Maria V. Snyder, but that is Poison Study, Magic Study, and Fire Study. Oh, I'm glad that stayed up then. The next ones by her are Stormglass, Sea Glass, and Spyglass. And the last ones of hers are Night Study, Shadow Study, and Dawn Study. The next books are The Emerald Atlas, The Fire Chronicle, and The Black Reckoning by John Stevens. Next is The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim. Next are the 3 Pandora Heart Light novels, Volume 1, 2, and 3, Caucus Race by, I'm pretty sure it's by the author of Pandora Hearts. The Battle of the Sun by Jeanette Winterson. Tolteca by K. Michael Wright. And the last book on these shelves of the books that I have read is Hot Nights, Cool Dragons by Matt Zubob. Okay, and those are all of my books that I have read. I have removed all of my knickknacks and trinkets from in front of the shelves because I have a lot. And by knickknacks, I mean figures, because I can only store my figures in front of my books at the moment. I don't have the space because I'm currently still living with my parents and I just have my bedroom to store things in. So I have my books and then I have my figures in front. So that's why there was no knickknacks in front. If you go and watch my figure collection video, which was one of the first videos I put up, that shows how I have the figures in front of the books. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and also comment down below if you've read any of the books from my bookshelf tour. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos, because I am planning on putting up a video of my TBR, which is all the other books. I won't go through how I store them, but yeah, that's another video. But yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely day and continues to live well. Bye guys.